What's up, guys? Welcome into a Week 12 edition of Film Room here with Daniel Jeremiah. Hey, DJ, a big division game this Sunday for the Chargers in Denver. We're going to talk about Kyzir White, one of the surprises on the Chargers defense this year. But first, this Denver running game. We all know about Melvin Gordon, but this rookie from UNC, he's pretty good too.
Yeah, he was really one of my favorite players in the draft, Chris, and he has been a home run for the Denver Broncos. We've seen them lock up these receivers over the last week. Tim Patrick gets a big deal. Cortland Sutton gets a big deal. You've got the young guys and Jerry Jeudy and KJ Hamler when he comes back healthy next season. But they've got a nice young nucleus, and man, I think they hit a home run with this back in Javonte Williams. And a couple of things I want to show in the video today is just what he's able to accomplish when he gets to that second and third level. This is a downhill, decisive runner. And this first play here, Chris, as we get started, this is a gun run. It's a same side gun run. So how many times have you seen it when guys get in the gun? You're going to see the run 9 times out of 10. If the running back's on the right hip of the quarterback, the run's going to go to the left, right? The back, you're going to ride the back. You can either give it or pull it. These same side gun runs are very difficult to defend. We'll give you an example of it right here. You see him on the right side. You've got the puller coming around, the left tackle coming from left to right. Watch the linebacker step up in the hole to greet him. But Javonte Williams, once you don't have both of your hands freed up, he's going to run right through these arm tackles. Going to give you a little stiff arm right here, and then boom, it's so quick. And then there he goes, getting to that second and third level, and kind of that subtlety there at the end where you see where the contact takes place. And look at how violent this collision is. It takes place about the 39, and he picks up another 4 yards after contact.
DJ, one of the things that sticks out when you just look at the stat sheet, he's only getting about 10 touches a game, but he's so efficient, 5 yards a pop this season.
Yeah, and it's because of this combination of the power that he has to go along with the vision. I want to show you this run here where this starts. Look where he's pressing this up. Now you'd look and see 22 here is going to fill from the third level. You've got 2 tight ends here as you're looking at it on the left side. Watch 22 fill right here. And you can say, okay, man, he's going to cut this up. He's going to cut right inside 22, but does a nice job of being able to see where his hat is, how he's inside. He's going to read that hat and go, okay, I can get skinny between these 2 tight ends. Look how their feet are almost touching there, but he's able to get skinny through there, and he's going to run right through the tackle of Slay. These secondary defenders have had a very tough time of getting him on the ground.
Chargers were so good against the run last Sunday against Pittsburgh and Najee Harris. This is another rookie back you have to account for. What's next?
Yeah, this is just a fun one. You want to talk about strength and power and leg drive. You're going to see both guards pulling around here, but I want you to watch his feet this whole run. Don't even worry about the scheme or what they're doing defensively. Just watch his feet where the contact takes place right at the 22, we'll say. Right here, Chris. Watch this. Boom. Now just watch his legs. They never stop. And if you don't get him on the ground, he is going to pile up massive yards after contact. This is not the guy you want to try and rip the ball. We've seen the Chargers do this a little bit, right? You're trying to hold on, trying to rip the ball out. Just get him on the ground, because while you're trying to rip the ball out, his legs keep going and you get runs like this one. 2
guys trying to tackle him, a third not really doing much, and that's the result. This running attack, DJ, for the Denver Broncos, like I said, we know Melvin Gordon, he's having a pretty decent year as well. What's the biggest challenge in defending both of these backs, keeping them fresh? And, the Chargers have had their struggles against the run, but like I said, last week they were much better.
Yeah, they've done a really nice job over the last few weeks, kind of steadily improving against the run. I would say the key in this one is it's an 11-man job. Okay. It's not on the defensive line. It's not just on the linebackers. It's not just on whatever safety might happen to rock down and have a run support. This is corners. This is safeties. This is a full team effort. Be able to get off blocks, make tackles, and run to the football. Don't assume somebody else is going to make a play. Again, it's a complete group effort here to slow down the Denver Broncos.
All right, let's flip it to the Chargers. I'm excited for this one, DJ, because you take Derwin and Joey Bosa, the obvious guys, out of the equation. This may be one of the defensive MVPs this year in Kyzir White.
Yeah, you say, MVP, right? Most valuable player. I don't know there's been a more valuable player on this Chargers defense from everything that he's done against the run, against the pass. Show you a couple examples here, a couple plays from last week. Kyzir White, you see him here off to the right side. I want you to keep an eye on number 14. See that slot receiver there is going to try and work up and try and crack him, right? Try and seal him. he's able to show off kind of that peripheral vision. He's look where his eyes are. They're in the backfield, but he feels this. I get right underneath him, get away from him. That's gone. Now it's just about being able to chest up the runner. Look at, he does a nice job here. Going to put his pads right on him. This is not him diving at the legs. This is him bringing his feet on contact, a firm chest up tackle, as we'd like to talk about in scouting. Doesn't get any better than that.
He's been all over the field this year, 74 total tackles. His career high is 77. So he's 3 off with 7 more games to go, DJ.
Yeah, here's another example. I'll show you his kind of patience and discipline. You know, sometimes being fast is not a good thing at the second level of defense because you can overrun plays, you can get yourself out of a gap, and you create huge cutback lanes. This is excellent patience and discipline by Kyzir. You see this jet motion coming across, right? Part of that's to try and pull him. He does not get pulled there. You see him, he's under control, he's patient. Now watch as he fills. You could shoot your gun right here and try and shoot back there. You're probably going to end up seeing him bounce this the other way. He does a nice job of staying in his gap, even as the runner, Kalen Balaj, old friend alert there, trying to get him out of his gap. See that little jump cut right here? And he's disciplined, stays right there, and he's able to make the tackle. It is an inside linebacker. We talk about being able to sort through the trash in the middle of the field. He has done a phenomenal job as somebody being able to see through all that noise and be where he needs to be and make a play.
It's a great play there. All right, we got one more.
Yeah, one more. So we've seen what he's done against the run here. He's done a nice job in coverage, has a couple picks, had them both actually in this Ravens game. But I want to show off what he does as a rusher. This is something I really like seeing him do. You get the runway here. It's nice timing. You see where his timing is coming off the edge next to Bosa. Bosa's going to end up beating the tackle and getting a sack, but watch what he does to take away the escape route here of Lamar Jackson. Just going to blow right through the back. You take Latavius Murray and just dump him right on the ground. So when Bosa gets that upfield pressure, Lamar Jackson wants to climb up right here, but there's nowhere to go. He's closed that off. So that's one of those stats. It's one of those things doesn't really necessarily show up in the box score. But man, that sack does not happen without Kyzir White.
He's become such a unique NFL player, DJ. He was a safety at West Virginia, and I couldn't help but notice during training camp the weight that he put on. He's just so versatile.
Yeah, you talk about having that coverage ability, and I could show you a bunch of plays of him doing a nice job as a zone dropper and really using his eyes and instincts as well. He's really formed himself into a complete linebacker, and I don't know that he's really getting any attention, outside of Los Angeles, and it's high time that he did. He's playing outstanding.